Good morning, everyone. Welcome to session 2 of module 4. In this session, we'll be dealing with model split problems on above methods, that is, previous session modules, then MCQs. So, what is a model split? So, separating personal trips by mode of travel. Okay, you're separating the personal trips by mode of travel. It is expressed as percentage of total number of trips. The transportation pattern can be forecasted by understanding model split. So the main factors affecting model split are characteristics of this trip, household characteristics, zonal characteristics, and network characteristics. Network characteristics can be further divided into accessibility ratio, travel time ratio, travel cost ratio, and service ratio. So, accessibility ratio is nothing but it is a measure of relative accessibility of that zone to all other zones by mass transit network and highway network. So, accessibility ratio is given by summation of AJ into FIJ, where accessibility ACCI is nothing but accessibility index for zone I. AJ is number of trips attraction in zone J. FIJ is the travel time for travel from zone I to J. N is number of zones in urban area. Next you have is travel time ratio, that is denoted by TTR. It is the ratio of travel time by public transport and travel time by private cars, and it mainly gives measure of attractiveness. So TTR will be equal to A plus B plus C plus D plus E divided by FGH, where A is nothing but time spent in public transport vehicles, B is the transfer time between public transport vehicles, C is time spent waiting for public transport, D is the walking time to public transport vehicle, E is the walking time from public transport vehicle, F is car driving time, and G is parking delay at intersection. So overall travel time you are calculating. So next you have is travel cost ratio, that is given by TCR. It is the ratio of cost of travel by public transport and cost of travel by car. It mainly influences modal choice. So TCR will be equal to I divided by J plus K plus 0.5 L by M, where I is nothing but public transport fare, J is cost of petrol, K is cost of oil or lubricants, L is parking cost at destination, and M is average car occupancy. Next you have a service ratio. So ratio of travel excess travel times by public transport and car. Excess travel time is the time spent outside the vehicle during the trip. So service ratio will be equal to C plus D plus E by G plus H. So next you have is model split in transportation planning. Basically, two variations are possible. That is pre-distribution model split and post-distribution model split. In pre-distribution model split, prior to distribution stage, classification is carried out. In post-model split, after trip distribution stage, it is carried out. In pre-distribution model split is also called as trip end model split. It is mainly influenced by model choice, car ownership, residential density, distance of zone of origin from central business area. Then relative accessibility of the zone. So the main advantages are it is less difficult and costly. It mainly depends upon income, car ownership, family structure, employment characteristics, affects trip generation. The models are accurate in short run. The disadvantages are existing level of public transport services strongly influences studies involving improvement to public transport system. The trip generation characteristics are not considered. So next is post-distribution model split is also called as trip interchange model split models. Zone to zone home-based trips are known in this model. The person making the journey, the destination and transport system all are measured. It is relative travel time and costs are considered. Coming to advantages, it is useful in public transport as door-to-door and zone-to-zone basis are there. The model split relations are analyzed for a wide range of transport system variables with model choices. So the model split can be analyzed using probit analysis, logit analysis, and discriminant analysis. Probit analysis. The members of population are subjected to stimulus ranging over infinite scale and the response to stimulus is normally distributed. It is mainly given by y will be equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x2, where y is the probit value for probability of transit mode of choice. X1 and x2 are disutility variables. So next you have is logit analysis. Here the probability of occurrence of an event varies with respect to the function as a sigmoid curve. So it is given by P1 will be equal to 1 by G e power of G of x, where P1 is the probability of an individual choosing mode 1. 1 minus P1 is probability of an individual choosing mode 1 and 2. And G of x will be equal to alpha 1 C1 minus C2 plus alpha 2 T1 minus T2 plus alpha 3 and so on, where alpha 1 and alpha 2 are the model parameters. C1 and C2 are cost of travel by modes 1 and 2. T1 and T2 are travel time by modes 1 and 2. Next is multiple choice question. So model split refers to the trips made by dash as opposed to dash. Answer is A. That is model split refers to the trips made by private transport as opposed to public transport. Next question. Gravity model is used in transportation planning process for. Answer is trip distribution. Okay. Next question. Which of the following model is not used for model split analysis? Answer is A. That is competing opportunity model. Next, in intervening opportunity model, the probability is determined by. Answer is C. That is size of destination and order in which destination is encountered as trips proceed from the origin. Okay. So next, so these are some of the references